Hey guys, Ospardio here with another hot take that no one will probably listen to. Um, been hearing a lot of buzz about the Halo Infinite launch, and it's supposed to release in December. Um, a lot of people are upset because it's not going to come out with everything that it's supposed to have and what other Halos have had when it's come out, and people are upset about that. And I get it. We're all tired of these games that come out and they're not made or they're not done yet, and then by the time they're done, nobody cares about them because it's too late. The hype's gone. But I don't know. I think if Halo Reach, or I'm sorry, Halo Reach, Halo Infinite, if Halo Infinite is ready to go, it's got its core solo play down, it's got its core multiplayer play down. It just can't do co-op yet. It can't do the Forge yet. I mean, if the mechanics are there and the game isn't a hot bag of garbage and it isn't glitching out or having a ton of bugs, or if you like jump in the air, if you don't just, you're not glitching out and ending up in the upper atmosphere, you know what I'm talking about. I just think, what's the big deal? I mean, the game's done. That portion of the game is done, in my opinion, right? If it's done, just have it out so people can play it. Because it's done, right? Those sections are done. Those are playable portions of the game. It's the basic, like bare bones vanilla portion of the game. It's there. There's a decent solo campaign. The multiplayer is engaging enough to keep you in it for the long haul. Then okay, we have to wait a couple months for the co-op or the Forge or whatever, and I get it. People are upset about that because the game's not finished. And yes, but I think the people who are complaining about a game coming out not finished are part of my generation. It's the generation, that grew up when gaming was perfect. We had the Atari, we had the Super Nintendo, we had the regular Nintendo, we had the Sega Genesis, we had the PlayStation, the Segas, all the Sega systems, even the N64. I mean, we had all those consoles, and it was perfect. But that cannot be compared to modern gaming. Can't. Games are astronomically more expensive to make now because you're not buying a game anymore. Back in the day, when I played video games back in the '90s and late '80s, I was buying a game. I was playing a game. Now, it shouldn't be called gaming anymore. It should be called, like, experiences. You're playing experiences now. It's not just games anymore. I mean, it probably costs a company like 40 to 40 to 80 hours worth of man-hour resources just to make a blade of grass, or leaves on a tree, an entire tree, the physics of the wind and game. Like, that's just got to be astronomically expensive. I'm not a professional. I don't know. I just play them. I don't make them. I'm just speculating. But the amount of hours that must go into making all these minor details to make the game believable, to make them immersive. I mean, these games nowadays are just so expensive to make. So I don't fault, Halo Infinite coming out, like, quote unquote unfinished, because at the end of the day, we're still in a capitalist society, right? I mean, companies have got to make money to make up for all the money they've spent. Think of the investment that 343 has put into Halo. Hundreds of millions of dollars, at least. That's an investment. They're not making anything back on that yet. They have no return on that yet. I totally get why companies release games early. Now, some companies do it, and shame on them because the game isn't ready, and they sell their game to suckers who buy them, and like they're not ready yet. Cyberpunk. But I just don't know. I don't think in this case I'm gonna give 343 the benefit of the doubt that Halo Infinite is not going to have any bugs. They're going to have the seal of quality that they've had on all their Halo games. I know Halo 5 had kind of a rough start at first when it came out, but excuse me. We just we can't put these games on such high pedestals, guys. Like, we just have to relax, especially with the current political climate of 2021. So, yeah, just Halo Infinite's coming out. I mean, it's not going to be completely done, but so what, man? It's probably going to be playable. It's probably going to be fun. Just enjoy it, you know?